Hello. Good evening. Good time zone. I hope everybody is having a good weekend. We got a lot to do tonight. We got a lot to do. I'm participating in a RaiD train tomorrow, so I want to prepare for that, and I gotta do all my usual practice stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do all the things. I have my plan. So my plan right now is to work on like my usual stuff that I've been working on. So I've got, my warm-ups, my daily exercises for cello. I've got the two pieces that I'm working on right now that are basically vibrato exercises, but one of them is I will be playing for my next recital. So we've got those pieces, and I want to brush up on some older stuff. I want to brush up on the Braun piece that I played at my last recital a little bit. And there's a couple other pieces that I'd like to review. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the RaiD train tomorrow. But the info on the RaiD train is in Discord. I forgot to make a command for it, but it's a thing. It's happening. It's the Radical D, who's awesome. And I will give her a shout out later when I talk about this again, because I will talk about this again. But yeah, she's put together a RaiD train with people from that community. So Radical D is a musician. She plays guitar, and she's like very technical. So she does a lot of stuff in Ableton on her streams. She's been doing like a lot of stuff with programming and visualization and like some really, really cool stuff. So that's what's happening tomorrow. My set will be at 3 p.m. Central Time. So that's if you're here. Let's do this. Do I have a thing? Did I make a thing? Maybe I made a thing. No, I didn't make a thing. I made a thing for other people, but I didn't make a thing for myself. 3 p.m. Central. So we're 6 hours behind GMT right now. So, yeah, you can math that. There's timestamps, and all the magic is happening in Discord, with all the magic timestamps that will just show the time in your time zone, so you don't have to think about it, because time zones are hard. They are very hard. They cause lots of problems. Anyway, let's get warmed up here. Let's get warmed up. Let's do this Feuillard number 2. Let's see, what did I do? What did I do before this? Did 16 and 17 yesterday. Let's do those again. Let's do those again. Oh, and let me flip my iPad over so that the speaker is not pointed at the microphone, so that the metronome is not going directly into the microphone. What tempo did we do this at yesterday? Let's do, okay, so let's start at 100 for 16, and then we'll start at 96 for 17. Let's do it 96 actually. Do that again at 100. Take a second. Turn that metronome off. Shake out my hand a little bit. So I'll talk a little bit while taking a quick little break here in between. So the point of that, it's a finger twister, so it's getting my finger patterns warmed up and stuff. And then it's in these both 16 and 17. Let's see, I didn't make a button for this. But yeah, if you type ! exercises in the chat, you can see the sheet music that I'm working with. So it's 4 sets of 16th notes per measure. And so the first 16th note on each beat I should be using my left hand a little bit to accent that, so you can hear the beats. So that's what's going on there. And I'm trying to think about a light touch because I'm not good with that, but it's hard. It's so hard. So hard. Okay, so let's do 17. Turn the metronome back on. Let's see, okay. It's really just this last bit that is causing me problems. Is that right? Yeah. Let's see, let's do. Okay, actually, instead of 96, let's do it at 92. Now that I've kind of got the notes, the pattern, hopefully down. Teary, 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 teary. What's up, Omfet? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Correct me if I'm not. Good to see you. I hope you're having a nice Saturday. We're going to do that again, and we're going to do it a little faster. We're going to do it at 96 beats per minute. Okay, let's do that again. What's up, Nivex? Nice to see you. Okay, that's enough of that. Definitely feeling it in my arm right here, actually, kind of like on the outside, which is probably not great. So we'll take a second here. Let's save that. Let me write down what I just did. No, not that. I don't want an A right now, thank you. That was an A, everyone. That was an A440. Anyway, we're done with that. Okay, so we're gonna do. Let's see, we did this 16 at, was it 96? 96 and 100, and then we did 17 at 92 and 96. Okay. All right, let's do some intonation. Need my drone. All right, chat. Pick a number between 1 and 12, and it must be an integer. An integer between 1 and 12. The first integer I see that meets those criteria will be the scale that I do for this exercise. Nivex wins. We're doing 6. We're doing B major. So I'm going to get a B drone going on here. I'll put that over here. Okay, so we got flat there. Let's see, Omfet says, I just received my 2024 recap and I was participating in 55 Hype Train. Oh, awesome. That's a lot of hype. That's a lot of hype. A little flat there. See, Omfet says 20,000 messages from the recap, and I love you all. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's good. I love the Twitch community. Most of you. Everybody that's here right now, of course. Sometimes when you're modding, you know, things get weird. Anyway, that's enough of that. I want to spend like a bunch of time on repertoire tonight. So let's see. What were we going to do next? What did I say we were going to do next? We were going to do vibrato exercises next. That's right. We're going to do that. Do a little warm up a little bit. Probably don't need that loud right now. Okay, so what I'm doing here is getting everything to work together. So I've got a metronome at 68 BPM right now, and I'm doing eighth notes. So, and then I'm just gonna go switch fingers after a couple measures. And I will do this on all of the strings. What is going on for everybody this weekend? Obviously, you're here now. I appreciate that. I am hiding from the weather right now because it's like super disgusting outside. It's like I went out to get boba earlier. Just like I was like, oh, like I knew there was bad weather coming, and I'm like, oh, it looks okay outside. I'll just go now. Let's go now. Get some boba, and then I'll stay inside the rest of the weekend. And it was starting to get a little slippery. So the temperature was like 28 degrees and raining, 28 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just below freezing. And rain and just below freezing and roads and things are not an ideal combination. So it wasn't terrible, but I was like, I'm really glad that I don't need to go anywhere else today. So I got my oolong milk tea and then came inside and hid. Let's see. Onfet says, I decided to put some piercings. Get some piercings next week. Cool. You're gonna be all symmetrical with your piercings. Very nice. Nivek says, one of my other Minnesota friends reported seeing the salt trucks out. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they were raring to go preemptively, because it's supposed to be like precipitating various forms of frozen and freezing precipitation. Plug for the Minnesota. So now I'm gonna do triplets, by the way. Triplet. Okay, so the Minnesota Department of Transportation has a contest every year to name our snowplows, and that the submissions are open. I think one of my they're mostly like the names are pretty good. I think one of them was like Plowosaurus Rex. One year they get like, the state is divided into like 8 or 9 regions, and each region gets a new snowplow every year. I suppose to probably like, as the fleet ages out, they probably retire one and get a new one. So that's happening right now. That's always a fun time on the Minnesota corners of the intertubes. So we'll see. We will see. I will let everybody know who the finalists are once that happens. I don't think I'm going to submit. What's up, Loves to Gather? It's good to see you. Yes, it's Loves to Gather used to live here. And so she knows about it's snowplow naming time, Loves to Gather. It is snowplow. It is that wonderful time of the year when we get to name our new snowplows. And it's super disgusting out. Super disgusting out. I went for a run. I try and run like 5 days a week. And I usually take the day, during the week, one day off for my cello lesson. And then usually another day off happens because it gets dark at like 4:30 in the afternoon. And but I went yesterday. I didn't take my extra day off, because I knew it was going to be crappy out. But when I'm done with this, I'm gonna give Loves Together a shout out, because y'all should follow her. Rowdy Plower, Dr. Whimsy. Are you submitting these names? Go to the Minnesota DOT website and provide these submissions. It's open submissions right now. Loves to Gather streams a lot of different things, a lot of like relaxation type things, oracle reading, like aura reading, like kind of like metaphysical stuff, I guess. And it's a nice place to hang out and relax. Okay, so now we got 16th notes. See, Nivek says, my Ohio friends call snow, along with that frozen tip, snick, snow plus ick. Yeah, snow plus ick. Still, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but I know what you're talking about. You have music? Okay. Have a nice shower. We'll catch you later. But yeah, everybody, please go follow Loves to Gather. She's amazing. Let's see. This is just getting everything nice and loose. What's up, Sessions? What is up? Getting the old vibrato practice going. Enjoy your cooking. What's cooking? Tell us when you're done. Hey, Learn Music. Thank you for the donation to the ACLU. Yeah, I'm doing a little fundraiser, just kind of low-key fundraiser for the ACLU because that's a good thing to be doing these days. DCS Deep, nice to see you. Learn Music says, let's get this up to $50. That, what are we at? We are at 50. That, you just put us at 50, Learn Music. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You can type exclamation mark in the chat if you want to learn more about the ACLU. We got DCS Deep here. We got Sessions here. We got Learn Music here. Here, everybody go follow Sessions as well. And then. There we go. And then Learn Music. I'll give you a shout out when we're not on cooldown. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so let's do this. This vibrato exercise is working really good. So what I'm gonna do, let's see if I can make sure I'm pointed in a direction so you can see this. So I'm going to come down on the string and I'm gonna hold my finger down and I'm gonna do a nice wide vibrato with my thumb over to the side, not underneath. And then I'm gonna do a nice little vibration. And what I'm doing when I lift off my bow hand, I'm trying to not change anything with my left hand. So even though I'm holding my finger down, when I release my finger, nothing should change on the left. And it's really, it was really hard to do because everything wants to tense up when you're using your hand to hold things down, and then it goes away and you have to just keep everything the way it was. And I'm getting a lot better at it. DCS Deep says, been a hard few days. Mom died just before Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Can we get some hearts in the chat for DCS Deep? Please, if you are near a keyboard. I know we got some people lurking. Daughter and I have been cleaning out the hoard before the new owner demolishes the farmhouse. Oh, that's tough. I'm glad you're here though, and you can hang out and be goofy or not with us. But yeah, it's not easy. Yes. So this pinky here, the pinky is the one. Pinkies are just like on their own program. DCS Deep says distraction is appreciated. Well, I'm happy. I'm actually pretty good at both being distracted and distracting other people. So you have come to the right place. Very good. I'm very good at that. I don't have like a certificate or anything to show for it, but I can guarantee you that I am good at that. All right, so go to the next string here. So also, while we've got a few more people here, I'm doing a RaiD train tomorrow, so you're getting a bonus stream tomorrow if anybody is around at 3 p.m. Central Time. The info is in Discord. Certified by the School of Ooh Shiny. I'll have to look into that. I got distracted before I could complete checking out their certification programs. So, yeah. Yes. So, yeah, anyway, I was going to talk about this RaiD train. So it's a bunch of people from the Radical D's community, and she's wonderful and does a lot of stuff in Ableton. She like programming, like super tech heavy type stuff. Like she was doing some really cool stuff with you, like using what was it the last time I was over there? She was like, people were submitting like public domain video clips, and then she was like, had something rigged up so a visualization would like trigger off of something technical. She's doing some really interesting things with Ableton, with specifically with the visualization software right now. But her band's called Rotkoven, and just released a pretty cool, like really dark and sludgy sort of record that is nice to listen to when you just like it's like a dark room and headphones kind of listen, but I also find it really nice when I'm like trying to do other stuff and I just need an immersive soundscape to get my business done. So that's the Radical D, and then there's like, I think there's like 6 of us that are doing the RaiD train. I know some of you know April Knight. That's actually how I came across the Radical D, was through April. April hangs out here sometimes. So she's gonna be one of the stops, and all the info is in my Discord. But it starts at 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern. At don't remember. Let me look actually. Let's see who's. We start here. I'll give you. Here's my thing. Rasco, R4SCO at 11 Central, noon Eastern. And then we're ending at Folkrod at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. So that's the thing. So I want to work on some additional repertoire tonight to get ready for that, because I haven't really had a chance to prepare anything extra, so we're just gonna kind of wing it. And I've got actually my looper and my electric cello plugged in right now, because I'm thinking maybe we'll do a little improv. I'll play some pieces, and then whatever time we have left, we'll do some improv. I don't know. That's the idea. We're gonna do a thing for an hour, and it'll be fun. There's nice people in that community. This is a lot harder when I have this when I have my mic thingy in the way. It's very inconvenient. It's very inconvenient. Normally, well, I've been thinking about actually like getting a different microphone and getting this is a dynamic microphone, so it has to be kind of close to my face in order to pick up the things. I was thinking about getting another condenser microphone. There's a microphone down here off camera that you can't see. That is a condenser microphone to mic the cello, and I was thinking if I got another condenser microphone for my voice, that I could have it positioned even off camera and like just generally not in my way and not blocking my sheet music. But then I'd have to buy one. I had some mics in mind. Like it's kind of like I don't know if I want to spend the money and all that stuff. But whatever. All right. I think we said let's play, speaking of music, let's play some actual music. If I can find where I put it. Where did I put it? There. Not gonna do any etudes today. I'm questioning buying. Well, I'm trying to be responsible, you know. Like I have limited space here. It's not like I have like a basement or a garage or like whatever storage space. I have limited space, and I need to buy an iPad. My iPad is coming up on its 5th birthday, and it's just the one down here. It's just the regular size 10.5-inch screen, and it is way too small for reading music. So I've been watching for refurbished iPad Pros that have the big screen, but those are expensive. So like I gotta prioritize. So I'm thinking the iPad, I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping that when people of a certain level of means will often buy very expensive gifts for people at times, like, I don't know, the holidays. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get a good deal on an iPad like after Christmas, or that there'll be more available after Christmas as people get their new iPads for Christmas, and then trade them in or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so let's play this Satie piece. Okay. So there's a couple things that I want to work on. I want to work on, so at the very beginning, when I did the repeat, the bowing needs to be different so that it works better for the next phrase. And I did not do that, so I want to practice that. I also want to practice this part. There was one time that I didn't shift right at the end, but also like I need to work on vibrato there. So we're gonna do some stuff there. Doc Braun, good to see you. He says song sounds familiar. Yes. So Doc Braun has a YouTube channel and just actually posted a video of him playing piano to this song, which is actually originally it's a piano piece. DCS Deep says, you're questioning, so you'll replace a 5-year-old iPad with a 4-year-old iPad. Well, not exactly. Like, I'm probably going to keep using, I looked at the trade-in price for my current iPad, and it was like $75 or something. It's like, what's the point? I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to keep using it. And then, so I'll get an iPad for sheet music. Hopefully I can get one that, if it's a little bit older, that's fine. And then eventually I'll probably replace this iPad with maybe an iPad mini, because they're a little bit cheaper. And I read on the iPad and do other stuff on there. So I don't know. I'm figuring it all out. But if I can get a big screen iPad for a reasonable cost, I'm going to do that. I'm just not sure if it's going to be... I'm just not sure if it's going to be like my main thing, or if I'm just going to get one just for sheet music. And I think I kind of want one just for sheet music. I don't know. Anyway, let's work on let's do the beginning again. So, and actually, the first phrase here, the way that my teacher described it is like this part. That's all, like, think of it like pickup notes. Leading to that. So I want to work on that. Let's do the first part again with the repeat, to make sure that I'm just like, because the bowing, like the bowing is different, so I want to just practice both bowings. I probably need to write some kind of like blinking light equivalent on the music above where the bowing changes, so that I remember to do that. It's not like the end of the world, but but it ends down bow. If I do it wrong, it ends down bow, and then I have to it's just not as smooth. This is a very legato piece, so you want all the pieces to be nice and connected and smooth, right? let's work on this part. So with the vibrato here, I gotta keep my thumb over here. Not back here, over here. What my teacher was saying this week was I should get kind of like a little springy sort of like energy out of going from 2 to 1. This first finger, it's really... I think it's about body position. I gotta get in the right spot to... It's about weight transfer, and it's about having the right body position to keep, like, the... there's a pivot point when you're vibrating, so, like, I gotta make sure that I'm set up to use the physics and the gravity to make it easy to do this. And another thing that my teacher has me doing still, it's not great, but it's okay. Let's see here. Let's do this next part. It's coming along. It's coming along. Okay. I guess let's play the whole thing again, and then I'll move on to Nina. Let's do this. All right. Well, keeps getting better. I have almost a month before my recital, so I just got to keep playing it so I don't like lose it. But my teacher said I'm ready. I feel like the it could be a little bit smoother maybe. Some of the dynamics could maybe be a little bit more refined, but I'm not too worried about it. I do need to practice more with a backing track, piano track, to get used to playing with an accompanist. But I don't have that rigged up for stream. All right, so let's move on to Nina. Oh, did I put that? No, yeah, that's right. That is the right thing. Okay. So again, oh wait, here, did I stop this? I saved that. Let me just, where are you, Nina? So this is a Pergolesi piece. It's going to get me the content ID is going to get me over there on YouTube, even though it's in the public domain. And I'm playing this myself, and there is no recording. Super annoying. But whatever. So this Nina is also it's I've only been working on it. Let's see, I was home for Thanksgiving, and I went to the music store at home. So it's been like 3 weeks that I've been working on this, and it's mainly a vibrato exercise again, just like the Satie pieces. But it's been kind of fun to just like learn some pieces that where like the notes aren't that hard, where I'm not like whatever like trying to like figure out what the notes are, because that takes a lot of time. What's up, DJ Vegan in Black? Good to see you. Everybody go follow DJ Vegan in Black if you're not already following her. Her next stream is on Monday for Menage a Monday, which is a DJ set full of dark, stompy, electronic, gothy deliciousness, and it'll be 3 tracks from every artist. So we get to go deep, very, very deep into the artist catalog, which I think is fun because I'm a nerd, and you're all here, so you're all nerds too. So it's a good stream for that. But yeah, 6 o'clock Central Time on Monday. Let's see here, and then I was going to give a shout out to Learn Music as well, who is a violist, C String Club, violist, guitarist, plays the glass flute, he plays piano, probably plays things that I am forgetting, but his streams are nice, and you can learn music, and sometimes he reads stuff. Sometimes he reads stuff from the public domain. And he has a nice reading voice. Okay, so let's do this Nina thing here. Oh, let me check my notes here. Did I write anything down? No, I didn't write anything down for this. Forgot, it was a disaster. I forgot my notebook at my last lesson. It was very unfortunate. I forgot to print something. I'm going to start working on a new cello. There's actually I got to buy some cello music on Bandcamp, and it was awesome. There's a modern composer, a modern cellist that put her album, and then one of the bonus items with the album is the sheet music for the whole thing. So it's an original composition played by the composer, and then you get the sheet music, and it's got some really great annotations on it as well. But it's really cool, and there's a bunch of alternate tunings, and like I'm excited to start. But I forgot to print it before my last lesson, so we just kind of like looked at some stuff. But like all of my notes from my lesson are about which pieces out of this collection that I'm supposed to look at. Anyway, I'm gonna play Nina, and then we'll figure out what I need to work on. right there. That's what we're going to have to work on. We go the first time, and the second time it's... So let's do that. And you're welcome, Learn Music. It's always nice to have you here, and it's always nice to hang out when you're alive. Let's do this a couple times here. Couple more times. So that actually, the first time is loud, the second time is quieter. First time is loud, the first time is forte, the second time is piano, and then we crescendo up to mezzo piano. So this whole part should be quieter than when I played it. Let's start at the middle. Let's start in the middle, shall we? Do that again. A shift there. DCS Deep says snowing. No, it wasn't snowing today. We had an ice storm, so it was extra fun getting out to the farm and back. Yeah, you're probably getting the same weather that I am. It was it's precipitating. It's supposed to change over to snow at some point. I don't know. It's probably gonna be an ice rink tomorrow. We'll see if I can safely, if I decide that I can safely try and go for a run tomorrow or not. Usually the places where I run have, like, it's on a like a path that gets a lot of, like a bike path that gets a lot of traffic. So usually it gets like salted and plowed and stuff. But we'll see. Sundays are questionable, just generally for that sort of thing. Okay, so let's work on this transition here. Let's do... Yeah, I don't have yak tracks. I don't have any fancy things. So this next part, my teacher changed. So there's a rest. the second, so there's two endings. There's a first ending and there's a second ending. And the first ending ends on a G there, a half note with a rest. Then the second ending is as written, it's a half note with a quarter note rest and then another quarter note. But he says, no, forget that rest, make that a half note. So, and am I? Yeah. That's an up bow, actually. No, it's a down. This is a down bow. That's the end of the piece there. Yeah, I don't have any. I just have my balance. I have my running shoes, and I have the balance that nature has given me and that I have developed over many years of the sports ball. That's what I got. That's what I got. You kind of learn how to place your foot so that you don't go like a cartoon on stepping on a banana peel. But yeah, I don't have spikes, and I've never had spikes. To be fair though, I don't because I'm a skier, I don't do a lot. Historically, I haven't done a lot of running in the winter because usually I'm skiing, but I'm definitely not going to want to drive out to man-made snow. I don't even know if they're open. They must be open. But I don't really want to drive out to the man-made snow. It's a little bit of a hike for me, and it is going to be probably a circus. And that is not fun. So driving 45 minutes to go ski around in a 1K circle with 3,000 of your closest cross-country skier friends is kind of not great. I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but I think I'd rather run. I think I would rather try running if that is possible. But if running isn't possible, getting out to the ski trails isn't going to be possible either. So there's that. There's 3 of those. I think I need to listen to a recording. There's a really nice, I found a really nice viola performance of this on the YouTubes that I've been playing along to, just to kind of get some of the, it's with an accompanist too, so that's nice. But to hear, to kind of match how the viola is doing some stuff. Let's do the whole thing, I guess. work on the ending a little bit more, and then we will move on. So there's two fermatas in that measure, in that second to last measure. There's a fermata, so it goes 8th note, 16th note, 16th note, 4 more 16th notes, and then we got a grace note and another quarter note with a fermata. So a fermata means just hold it for longer than it actually says to hold it. And then there's a quarter note. So it's kind of goofy. That's getting better. That's getting better. Let's do it again. Let's go back a little bit farther. Let's go back to this scale here. I think that's good. Let's move on. What did I say we were going to work on next? Oh, another vibrato exercise. Another vibrato exercise. Let's do that. Where did I throw that book? Here it is. I'm bringing out Suzuki Book 4 again, because there's a Tchaikovsky piece in here that's a really nice vibrato exercise. And my vibrato is getting a lot better. But I've been like working on other stuff, so we'll see how this one goes. Replacement finger right there. Oh, and this is in tenor clef, yes. Tenor clef. Momentarily panicked because I was thinking we were in treble clef. We are not in treble clef. We are in the butt clef. Tenor clef looks like a butt. And you can find, I've said this before, but in case you forgot, you can find where the middle C is because the middle C is in the middle of the butt crack. This is your music theory lesson of the day. Okay, sorry. Fingers. Where are the fingers going? So we want here. So this is, what note are you? Oh, I have to count. E flat, F. Wait, why is that a natural? What is going on here? Oh yeah, E flat to E natural. That is not an extension. That's just a regular old first finger. I'm gonna do this whole section, but I want to work on these couple measures here. So let's see. Here we go. Where is a good spot to jump in? Probably right here. Let's work on that shift. Wait a minute here. What's going on here? Is there a fingering that I wrote up here? Yes. Da, da, da. 2. No, that's the same here. That is the same. So, what is this? What is going on here, and what do I need to write in my music? That's what I need to write in. Which string? That's on the D string. I'm hearing some noises that aren't the cello. Well, it might be the cello. I'm hearing some noises that are like, they're weird things. Weird noises. Unexpected noises. Up here. Unexpected noises up here. No, sometimes, see, this hoodie doesn't have, sometimes when I wear hoodies, they have, you know, they have the little plasticky things on the end, but this doesn't, this is all fabric. So it's not, I can't blame it on the hoodie. Flat. What note are you? Where are you on my page? And what note are you? B flat. With myself there. Okay. So I think what's up, Fergster? Just working on a little Tchaikovsky here. been listening for a while. Cool. Well, it's good to have you. Thanks for popping into chat and saying hi. Hope you're having a nice weekend. All right, let's just do the thing. Let's do the whole thing. Let's do the whole thing. Let's see how it's going. All right. I think that one is probably good enough to play in the RaiD train tomorrow. I think that'll do. It's definitely like I notice. So when did I start? I think, okay, so I first had this assigned to me as a vibrato exercise mostly in May of 2023. And since then, I did the Marcello sonata, a couple of Marcello sonatas, and some different etudes I did a lot of work on replacement fingering, which is where, like, if the note is here, my fourth finger, that would be a replacement finger, right? So playing this note with my fourth finger, and then I'm just bringing my first finger to the same spot. It's not a different string, but that's a replacement finger. So I've done a lot of work on that, and so I notice with this Tchaikovsky piece that it feels a lot more fluid, and it feels a lot easier. And then obviously my vibrato has come a very long way since this was originally assigned. So I feel, and my intonation too I think is definitely better on this piece, because you can, it can be kind of cringy if you're even a little bit out of tune. So I feel like this is, it's nice to revisit stuff sometimes. So let's put this away. What else were we gonna do? We were gonna do, oh, speaking of Marcello, let's see how this is doing. I'll see if I can do this one. In a more performance type setting. The one challenge with this is that it's 3 pages. And I have my monitor, one of my external monitors, sitting on the music stand, taking up the space that would normally be taken up by the 3rd page. So we'll see about that. Is that gonna work? I guess what I'll do between the first and second movements, I think maybe I'll shuffle the music around. Like, I kind of wanted to just like play it all the way through. And I also want to add another thing here to my practice log. Okay, it's been a week or two since I've played this, so I hope I can still play it, because it's hard. We'll find out. This one is also in tenor clef. That's not a great start. Da 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 da. All right. Let's start it for real. I need to clean some things up. I thought that might be the case. Clearly, I have to clean up the beginning. Let's just work on that first phrase. Okay. I guess that'll probably be okay tomorrow. That'll probably be okay. Onward to the second movement. How does this even go? Brain fart. There it is. Let's just do the repeat. Not an extension. Okay. I think I've got it. Let's just try the whole thing now. Let me see. Actually, let me see. Yeah, if I screw up on something, I'll just clean it up. Missed a shift there. It's pretty crazy how quickly this stuff all just goes away. Working on something for 6 months, and then you take a week or two off to look at other music, and it's like, oh no, it's gone now. It's gone now. Anyway, let's work that transition from the second time through into the quiet part. So let's do. Bowing here. So what I think I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna take a break, like a 5-minute break, and I need to go check on something actually. So I will take a break, and then I will be back, and I'll work on the other two movements of this cello suite. Let's pause this. All right. I muted myself. Thank you, DCS Deep. Yes, so refresh if you don't see me. You can't hear me if you can't see me. So anyway, yeah, so I took care of the thing. The thing has been dealt with. And I realized I did not plug in my Ethernet cable. So I've been streaming over Wi-Fi this whole time. So, you know, apologies for that. Hopefully you didn't notice, but I plugged in my Ethernet cable when I came back. So, you know, whatever. Okay. What's up, Jove? Oh, you know what I was going to do too? I was going to shout out the Radical D. Who is putting on the RaiD train that I'm doing tomorrow. 3 p.m. Central Time, U.S. Central Time, -6 GMT for those of you in other time zones that aren't familiar with Central Time. It starts at 11 a.m. Central. The info's in my Discord. But yeah, it should be a good time. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing is I've been working on working up some old repertoire to play tomorrow. I don't know, like I wasn't sure if I was just gonna practice or like just do my normal thing. I'm probably gonna go live early so that I can like warm up and stuff and give time for people to get here before the RaiD train actually comes in. So that'll be a thing. That will be a thing. Anyway, let's play through these other two movements. I feel pretty good about the first three. The last movement is trickier. The last movement is harder and it's got thumb position stuff. It's got some hard stuff going on. Oh, let's do... Where'd I put the other page? That's not the other page. Oh, is this the other page? That's not, here it is. Here's the other page. Harder than I should be, than it needs to be. Okay, so let's do that again. Now that I think I remember how to play this. Maybe not. so let's do this whole second line again. So that is it's an extension. I did not play the extension. So that's the first part. Folks are listening and co-working. Awesome. Awesome. What are you working on? What are you getting done over there? Let's see. Okay, so the second part. So here, this is where this part and the first part are almost the same, but not quite the same. See, Nifex says, amusingly, the snowplow naming discussion came up on another channel. I've got a good laugh out of Cleopatra. Yeah, there's some good ones. Plowsaurus Rex, I thought, was like a nice, strong snowplow name. I think Ope Just Gonna Sneak Past Ya was one of them, which is very Minnesotan. See, Ferkster says, is that like a key change? Well, so no, it's not really. It's just the first time you play it, it's like in key, and then the second time you play it, there's one note is sharp instead of natural. So it's just one half tone difference. So the first time it goes, where are we? So that's in key, if you will. And then it goes the second time, like way at the end. So it's not really a key change. It's not like a key change would be like modulating is the fancy word for it, where it actually drastically changes, but this is just like one note. Get you? Okay, good. So how? That's a 2. Damaged Kisses, nice to see you. First, I don't really have all the vocabulary. It's just like stepping up. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of vocabulary, right? Like, there's always more to learn. No matter where you are, there's always more to learn. Been lurking? Nice, nice. Well, it's good to see you. I hope you're having a nice weekend. Let's see here. Okay, so let's start here. Let's just start at the second half. Let's work on this part, actually. Let's go back here. I really like this part, but the bowing is tricky. That one is a tough one. That one is a tough one. But after, you know, like not playing it for a couple of weeks, I felt like my bowing actually on the cool part. That part's getting better. My arm is too. If I go back and watch the video, my arm is probably doing too much. Let me watch the screen here. Let me watch OBS. must be so hard. Yeah, the bow is the hard part. Everybody's like, oh, you play an instrument that doesn't have any frets. That must be terrible. No, this is the left hand's not the hard part. The hard part is the bow hand and getting the bow hand and the finger hand to work together. That's the hard part. It's not, I mean, you can always, you know, you can always work on your intonation. That's, my teacher says that that's a lifelong journey, but it's really, it's really definitely the right hand, like the right hand is definitely the one that's harder. Definitely. On violin too, it's the same idea, even though violinists usually have more notes because they're closer together. They don't have to shift quite as, I mean, violins have to shift a lot, but they don't have to shift as much as cellos because the notes are closer together. Let's call that one done. All right, I'm getting kind of tired, but let's see what we can do with the Braun piece. Let's see how that is. See if I know where I put it. Thought I put it in here, yeah. And I think these are the right copies. So this Braun piece is it's a Largo and a double. So we play the Largo, then we play the double, and then we play the Largo again. And I played this for my last recital back in like May. And I've been slowly, you know, like working this back up. So we'll see how this is going. There we go. Ferg, so you're a banjo person? Nice. The banjo is weird. Is it, you have a 5-string banjo or a 4-string? So there's some, like, a lot of string crossings here. There we go. Damaged Kisses says, sounds so beautiful. Today was a struggle since I arrived and started to lurk. My overall well-being has improved. Oh, I'm sorry that you didn't have a good day, but I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better. My first guitar teacher started on 5-string banjo. Okay, so I think I'm remembering, I'm getting, or the neurons are reconnecting. The pathways are reconnecting. I'm remembering how to play this. so this second part, I have forgotten already. I have forgotten the second part. Let's work on that again. Fergster says it's a whole different kettle of fish playing a guitar or a banjo and bowing. Yeah, I do play. I do play guitar as well. Damaged Kisses says my problem is my fingers are short and stubby, and my arms are also short. I'm like a T-Rex. I have an ocarina, and I have lots of trouble reaching to cover the holes in the instrument. Yeah, I mean we've all got our everybody's body is different. I wonder too, always wanted to play cello though. I mean, one thing about the bowed string instruments is you don't have to get a full size instrument. If you're, I know Unwoman actually, she plays her acoustic cello is actually a 7/8 size. It's not a full size because she said she's got small hands. But then her electric cello, it's the same type of cello as mine, though she has a 5-string. But the bowed string instruments, they come in small sizes, so the smaller instruments don't sound as nice because there's less to resonate. But yeah, I mean, if you did decide that you wanted to take up cello, you could probably rent a 3/4 size cello, or a 7/8. And do that. And the thing about cellos too is versus the tiny violins, cello's just bigger anyway. So I think it's not you don't lose as much sound quality with a 7/8 size cello as you do with going from a full size to a 3/4 or half size violin. I started on a half size violin when I was 8. And I'm sure it sounded fantastic. Fantastic. And then I went up to a 3/4 size in 5th grade, and then sometime in 6th grade I got this violin, the full size. Anyway, let's work on this middle part. Work on this shift here. So we go from so a lot of what's going on with this piece is it wasn't written for cello, so it's got some things going on and some patterns and some string. It's got some string crossings where I'm going not just to the adjacent string, but one over. So here, that's what's going on with. Right, where are you? Where are you? Where is my example that I just had in my brain? So that's skipping a string. That's adjacent. But this one, that's skipping a string. And you got to make it sound smooth without screeching. So that's a thing. There's ornamentation here. So there's stuff there's stuff in the there's stuff that's not in the music that I'm adding at this part. Is this the music? No, see, I think this isn't the right. I have 2 copies of the Largo. Is this one? This is the one. Because I wrote a bunch of stuff. All right, let's. Because this has the ornamentations. I have my notes for the ornamentations are a little bit like I printed out. The other one is just the printed version from, you know, like it was a digital purchase, right? So I just printed that, and then I wrote a bunch of stuff on it, and then I transcribed it, or basically like this was a data entry exercise. Like I put it all into MuseScore, and then put all my fingerings in, and then put the ornaments in, so that I remember them. So here. So let's just work on that. Say it's really good that I wrote that down, because I would never remember that ever. That's not right. Okay, so what fingers am I using here? There it is. But what is the bowing? try these ornaments. Hey, what's up, Cathedora? How was the play? How were things? It's been a nice chill evening here with a bunch of friends. Where do I want to start? Let's just start at the middle 8, because I like that part. No, that's not it. See, it was really good. Probably the best play my friend has done so far. Awesome. Like, what kind of part did they have? Did they have like a big role? A more minor role, a big role, supporting role? It was called The Revlon Girl, a very emotional story where the context was a real life event, but the people were made up, a la Titanic. Oh, cool. Very cool. There it is. I gotta get that intonation. So, all right. So here, if I play the end of the middle 8, 3. No, that's not a good place to jump in. She was one of 5 actresses, one of those single setting stories where the whole cast was on stage for most of it. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to a play. I'm not like a theater person. I kind of like, I tend to go to live music over theater. But the last play that I went to, I think, was probably at Town Street Theater in Los Angeles, because one of my friends was the stage manager and lighting director for that theater at the time. Okay, so what are we doing with this? What are we doing this here? That's nicer. That is much nicer. we'll see if I can play that tomorrow. See, Cathedora says, I tend to go to the theater either with this particular friend or with other friends to see this friend perform. No, I get it. I'm following. Your friend is the one that takes you to that gets you to the theater, basically, is what I'm reading. But everybody, you should go follow Cathedora, because Cathedora has been streaming like a ton. And is awesome, and has been doing a lot of Minecraft. Like, what's the deal with the Minecraft now that you survived? So Cathedora was playing on, it was like a month long, a 30-day challenge on this one particular Minecraft server where if you died in the game, you were out. And Cathedora survived the whole 30 days. It was very, very impressive. But yes, I saw you were streaming earlier today, and I was doing other things, but I saw and I reposted on Blue Sky. Yes. But usually their streams are usually have been in the morning. In the morning US time. So that particular season is done now, but we plan to do more in the future. Now I'm just playing on a realm I share with a couple people. Okay, so you get like a little break from that and can kind of just do your thing for a little while. Is that how that works? All right, am I going to play the double? Let's see. I feel like let's work on the middle part. Where? Oh, it's here. There it is. What's going on here? There we go. No, I don't want to slur that. I specifically have an up bow and a down bow written in there. There we go. So there is a slur there. There's a slur and then it's erased, and now it should be there. Okay, let's just play it through, and I'm gonna do it without the repeats because I'm getting kind of tired. And then I think we're gonna call it after this. Okay, that's enough. I'm pooped. I am out of gas. Let's find somebody to raid. Let us find somebody to raid. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you to the YouTube people for watching. We're going to say goodbye to the YouTube people, and we're going to find somebody to raid on Twitch.